children, hope all of us are doing good. The topic that we will study today is reproduction in animals, and the things we will learn are animals that give birth to young ones and animals that lay eggs. No living beings live forever. For life to go on, each living being should leave behind one of its kind so that the race continues. The process by which living beings produce one of their own kind is called reproduction. तो अगर हम देखें तो हमारे आसपास जितने भी लिविंग बींग्स हैं वो हमेशा के लिए नहीं रहते, लेकिन उनकी स्पीशीज़ कंटिन्यू करे इसके लिए ज़रूरी है कि वो अपने ही जैसे और बींग्स को बर्थ दें. तो इस प्रोसेस से जिससे कि लिविंग बींग्स अपने ही जैसों को प्रोड्यूस करते हैं उसे कहा जाता है रिप्रोडक्शन. Now, animals reproduce in two ways. Now, first is by giving birth to young ones and second is by laying eggs. So, first of all, let us look at the animals that give birth to young ones. Animals like cows, cats, lions and tigers give birth to young ones and feed them their own milk until they start eating their own food. Now, these animals are called mammals. Their bodies are covered with hair. They carry their young ones inside their bodies till they are fully developed to be born. Once born, they guard, feed and keep their babies clean. Human beings are also mammals. तो वो जानवर या लिविंग बींग्स जो यंग वंस को अपने ही जैसे छोटे छोटे बच्चों को पैदा करते हैं उन्हें मैमल्स कहा जाता है. ये मैमल्स क्या करते हैं कि ये अपने बॉडी के अंदर अपने यंग वंस को ग्रो करते हैं जब तक कि वो उतने डेवलप ना हो जाएं कि उनका बर्थ हो, और जब इनका बर्थ होता है तो वो उनको तब तक अपना ही मिल्क पिलाते हैं जब तक कि ये बाहर का खाना खाने के लायक नहीं हो जाते. ये अपने छोटे बच्चों को गार्ड करते हैं, उन्हें खिलाते हैं, उनकी केयर करते हैं. जो ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं वो भी मैमल्स में आते हैं. नाउ एनिमल्स दैट lay eggs. Animals like birds, insects, snakes and frogs, they lay eggs. Inside the egg develops the embryo, that is the young animal before birth. After a fixed period that differs from animal to animal, the egg breaks and the young one is born. कुछ animals ऐसे हैं जैसे कि birds, insects, snakes वगैरह, ये eggs lay करते हैं. इन eggs के अंदर जो है embryo develop होता है. जब ये embryo properly develop हो जाता है तो ये eggs break करते हैं और इनमें से young babies बाहर आते हैं. अलग अलग eggs का अलग अलग टाइम पीरियड होता है जिनमें कि ये अपने embryos को develop करके बाद में hatch करते हैं. Now let us look at the structure of an egg. The eggs of all animals have a similar structure. First of all, you will see the eggshell. Now this is the hard outer covering or protective covering of the egg. Then you have the egg white or albumin. It is a soft jelly-like substance within the eggshell and protects the growing embryo. It is rich in protein. Then we have the yolk. Now it is the yellow part of the egg that is the food for the growing embryo. It is rich in fat, vitamins and minerals. Now let us do it. Take an egg, boil it, gently crack its outer white shell. Now cut the egg into two parts. You will be able to see the egg white and yellow egg yolk. Now let us look at the birds. Most birds sit on their eggs to keep them warm so that the eggs hatch. In a few weeks, when the baby birds are fully developed, they break the eggshell and come out. तो birds क्या करते हैं, वो अपने eggs के ऊपर बैठते हैं, उसको गर्माहट देते हैं ताकि eggs hatch करें, और कुछ हफ्तों में फिर वो जो baby bird है पूरी develop हो जाती है और वो eggshell को break करके बाहर आ जाती है. Now let us look at the frog. A frog lays eggs in a cluster called spawn. It lays eggs in water. When the eggs hatch, the young ones of the frog called tadpoles come out. They have tails and look like fish. Slowly their legs form and the tails become shorter and shorter. Now after some time they change into adult frogs. The process when a tadpole undergoes several changes to become an adult is known as metamorphosis. तो frogs क्या करते हैं, वो एक बहुत सारे क्लस्टर में अपने eggs को ले करते हैं जिसको spawn कहा जाता है. ये eggs पानी के अंदर ही होते हैं. जब इन eggs में से baby tadpoles यानी कि छोटे छोटे से frogs निकलते हैं तो उनकी tails होती हैं और उनकी legs होती हैं. ये fish की तरह थोड़े थोड़े नज़र आते हैं. धीरे धीरे जो है इनकी टेल जो है वो छोटी होती जाती है और लेग्स प्रॉपरली फॉर्म होती जाती है. इस पूरे प्रोसेस को कहा जाता है मेटामॉर्फोसिस. Now let us look at the fish. Fish lay thousands of eggs at a time. The eggs do not have shells but are surrounded by a kind of jelly. Only a few eggs hatch as most of them are eaten by other animals. तो फिश क्या करती हैं, वो हज़ारों एग्स एक टाइम में ले करती हैं, क्योंकि ज़्यादातर इनके जो एग्स हैं वो बाकी के जो एनिमल्स हैं, वाटर एनिमल्स हैं, वो खा लेते हैं. अब ये जो एग्स हैं इनके बाहर शेल नहीं होता, लेकिन इनके आसपास एक बड़ी सॉफ्ट सी जेली लाइक सब्सटेंस होता है. नाउ इट इज़ अ फैक्ट, Mota mola fish may produce more than 2 crore 80 lakh eggs in a single season. Think, name 2 mammals that give birth to young ones in water. Now let us do it. Visit a pond or an area where water has been collected after the rains. Look at the water carefully. You will be able to see small fish swimming in the water. Now animals like snakes, lizards and turtles lay eggs. Their eggshells are not like those of the bird's eggshells. They are thick and do not break when they are laid. Crocodiles look after their eggs and young ones. Turtles do not take care of their eggs. Their eggs are hatched by the sun rays, and many of their eggs and young ones are eaten up by other animals. Now let us look at the insects. All insects lay eggs. The young ones which hatch out of the eggs look very different from the adults. During their growth, they keep shedding their skin as they grow into adults. This process is called molting. तो जब इंसेक्ट के एग्स में से उनके यंग वंस या यंग बेबीज़ निकलते हैं, तो वो अपने एडल्ट्स जो इंसेक्ट्स हैं उनसे बहुत ही अलग नज़र आते हैं, और इनकी ग्रोथ के प्रोसेस में जब तक ये एडल्ट्स नहीं बन जाते, ये काफ़ी बार अपनी स्किन को शेड करते हैं. इस प्रोसेस को मोल्टिंग कहा जाता है. Insects like cockroaches and grasshoppers pass through 3 stages in their life cycle. The young ones that hatch out of the eggs are called nymphs. They look quite like the adult. They shed their skin several times and change into adults. Now it is a fact, a larva is a young one of an insect that is markedly different in form and appearance from the adult. Now rattlesnake, a type of snake, delivers baby snakes instead of laying eggs. Then butterflies and houseflies pass through 4 stages in their life cycle. When the egg of a butterfly hatches, a tiny worm-like creature crawls out of it. This is the caterpillar. Now the caterpillar feeds on leaves. It then covers itself in a special case called cocoon. The butterfly in this stage of development is called pupa. A few weeks later, the cocoon opens and the adult butterfly comes out. तो जो egg है, egg में से caterpillar निकलता है. caterpillar अपने आसपास cocoon बना लेता है जिसके अंदर ये होता है और इसको प्यूपा कहा जाता है, और इस प्यूपा को ओपन करके फिर एडल्ट बटरफ्लाई निकलती है. Now let us take a quick recap. For life to go on, each living being has to produce one of its own kind. Animals reproduce by laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. Animals that give birth to young ones and feed them with their own milk are called mammals. Then animals like birds, snakes, frogs, fish, turtles reproduce by laying eggs. So I hope that this chapter is clear to all, and answering questions based on this chapter will now be easy.